Should we alert the authorities that we're here? Little FOD update. Tyler's got the 59 slabbed out. Don't know what's going on with that. Walker's truck killed itself, kinda. Not surprised. Tyler's got another Miata. Picked up this clean shell for a good deal. Can't resist. Tyler cannot resist a Miata. Here's his other Miata. I don't know what he's doing with this one now. Here's the beloved Ranger. Still in the same state. Cut to pieces. Hopefully some updates on this coming soon. Tangerine might move under its own power in the next couple hours here. All right, I got this oil pickup tube installed. Again, this is from a 01 and up 2.3 Ranger pickup tube, if I remember correctly. It mounts up just fine. The bolts that come It mounts up just fine. The bolts that come out of the Ecoboost for the oil pickup tube are longer. So you need to get some shorter bolts, which I can't remember the exact thread. I can't remember the exact thread size for these bolts. I believe they're the same as these front oil pan bolts though. So you just need to get some shorter ones, and then these little arms off the pickup tube have spots to bolt. Same size thread as those oil pickup bolts. I don't even know what these came off of, but I just put them in there. I had to bend this arm a little bit because it wasn't lining up correctly. But other than that, it worked out pretty good. I'm gonna try to get this oil pan on, probably for good. And then probably work on getting this clutch and stuff. Flywheel, clutch, pilot bearing, everything installed. Maybe try to get a trans mount fixed up. Got the engine pretty much dressed up with the clutch, flywheel. Oil pan is on permanently, hopefully. Oil pan is on for good. Clutch, the pressure plate's about to get torqued down right now. This is a Clutch Experts stage 3 or something. It's just a cheap eBay clutch. It was like 115 bucks. Supposedly they do all right, but we'll find out, probably the hard way. Other than that, the engine's pretty much ready to go in and get the mounts made. I changed my mind on which style motor mount I wanted to use, so I ordered some new ones, and then once those come in, we're gonna get the trans bolted to it. We're gonna drop it in. We're gonna modify the factory cross member to fit the trans in, and then we're gonna see about welding these mounts in. Sketchy Rooster's got the Tangerine all buttoned up. He's about to bust out the
hey boys!
He's about to bust out the welder and booger up his shifter. But he's got plugs in these holes instead of the shit we had going on before. He's got a plug going back here. He's got this supercharger over here. Don't worry about all that. Does it got AC? Of course. Getting ready to put the fuel pump in the Ranger here. Somebody was in here before, screwed up one of these clips. So for this Ecoboost swap, you need 60 pounds of fuel pressure, or 65 pounds of fuel pressure, whatever it is. So I got another fuel pump for it. I believe it's direct bolt-in for the Ranger. Not sure what I'm gonna do about this little clip here that was broke. That kind of sucks, but we'll see how it goes. Here's the new fuel filter on the hanger. I don't remember, I think this is a 380 liter per hour pump. It's E85 ready. I don't know. Well, that about wraps it up for today. I got that fuel pump installed. I also got some measurements for some more fittings. Got the bed put back together. Ordered a bunch of fittings from Summit to connect most of these factory lines with adapted to some AN stuff. The new motor mount shipped, so pretty soon we're gonna try to put this engine in and start getting some mounts welded up. Originally I was going with like a LS style mount, and then I decided to go with this small block Chevy style. Let me show you here. This is the style mount I decided to use, where it just bolts to the block and then sits on this little bushing here. I think that'll be the easiest. Way. It's a tight fit to get this engine in. We don't have a lot of room to go back and forth with it. So I think it would be better just to have something that we can slide the engine in and then drop it straight down on top of like a stud or whatever, like a bushing style like that. So we'll just do, one will be here and then one will be back here somewhere. And hopefully, and then we got the factory trans cross member we're going to modify. It's going to have to go back probably at least 3 inches, maybe 4 or 5. We'll see how that works out. But we should be getting pretty close here. Finally making some more progress on this thing. Hopefully it's running soon. The hardest part is getting these mounts made up. Ecoboost going in again. Shit's getting serious out here. So I think we finally got a good resting place for the engine. We pushed it back about, I don't know, a couple inches or so, just to get the alternator to clear the steering box, because that, in our heads, we thought it would be best if we could utilize this factory location for the alternator, because making some other shit would probably cause belts to shred and whatever. So we notched out the trans cross member just a hair, and the shifter sits back a couple inches, but it's still in. I just cut this flat back there, but it's only a couple inches inside here. The engine doesn't sit too far back. We got it braced up here, that way we can just push it out and move it like this, and then next time we get after this, we're gonna go ahead and start making some engine mounts. Since we were able to use the factory trans cross member, we don't have to mess with that. Well, we'll mess with it a little bit, but right now it's good to go. Next time we'll make mounts, and then we're firing it up and beans out the driveway.